In late summer 1993, several meters beneath the streets of London, the final stages of work were taking place on a pioneering new attraction.
We'd done a project similar to this in Glasgow, but then to move to London, but tenfold. This thing had to deliver.
This is an unfinished area of the set. It's 12,000 square feet we've got to cover, so we've had a lot of catching up to do.
This was a simple idea, but it blew up into something we could only dream of.
We've got about 2.5 weeks to go, and we're here on the set of Alien War. It's virtually finished. It's coming on not too badly.
The brainchild of two film enthusiasts, Gary Gillis and John Gorman, Alien War was a live, interactive horror experience, which would throw guests into the world of the Alien film franchise.
Everybody used to say, well, what is it? You know, do you get guns? Is it a theatrical show? Basically, a Marine takes a group of the public around a maze of corridors and they get attacked by aliens.
So we got our hands on props from the films, like the alien suits, the face huggers, the guns, and even bits of the sets.
Most of these panels have actually come from the film Aliens.
The seats at the back are actually from Aliens, which we're using the dropship.
These stickers from the original film, but who knows, they might be running too quick to actually spot them.
We'll have the whole thing illuminated. And also, obviously, the aesthetics of it. You know, hopefully we're onto a winner.
So we're building in the Trocadero, heart Piccadilly. Footfall is massive, tourism massive. And, you know, all the pressure was on making something which was a viable tourist attraction.
The life and death of this project not only relied on how the set looked, but it was also down to the actors.
And here we are outside Planet Hollywood's auditions for Alien War. And as you can see, there's a tremendous turnout. We're about to take them downstairs and find out if there's a new Sigourney Weaver there, who knows?
Can you put whether you want part-time or full-time and your height? Can you put whether you want part-time or full-time and your height?
It was so important to get the right people, and it must have been over 1,000 turned up for these auditions.
With any luck, I'll get it. I mean, I've been following Aliens for a long time. Know a lot about the films and how to act the character. So, with any luck, I'll be part of the team. If you'd like to just start and go for it, good luck.
Okay. Good afternoon, people. My name is Lieutenant Stave Aker.
My name's Lieutenant Dave Cook.
My name is Lieutenant Hudson. My mission today is to lead you civilians through the complex Fury 161.
Base Fury 161.
Base Fury 161.
Fury Base 161.
Some of them didn't quite have it.
Fury 161. Dried up.
But others were so talented, they were perfect for the job.
My name is Julian Ferrance, and my mission here today
is to lead you civilians through the base Fury 161 and out to safety.
Now, there are two important things that you must remember at all times.
These xenomorphs, they kill on sight. They are blind, but they are ferocious hunters.
Something to look sharp at all times and always keep moving. Never stop moving.
Secondly, don't get eaten.
Follow that. It's been outstanding, to say the least. I mean, people are coming in here in uniform, and some of them are actors. And, you know, we're giving everybody a chance, and the show out so far has been incredible. Absolutely delighted.
They ended up being some of the best of the guides that you could think that we could have had for Alien War.
You know, it was an incredible opening. We had the Alien Queen, which we set up right in Piccadilly Circus. and we put on a full red carpet movie-style event. And we even had Lance Henriksen, Bishop himself, turn up. And of course, the guest of honour.
A warm welcome from Sigourney Weaver.
John and Gary were so enthusiastic about what the Alien series had tried to do. It's great that this is happening because there are a lot of people who love the Alien films and they can come down and be part of our cast.
Every newspaper and media outlet covered it throughout the world. Incredible.
Wars based on the Alien films had its grand opening tonight at the Trocadero in Piccadilly.
But it's all set to become London's most frightening attraction. Well, what made you decide to actually take up this idea in the first place?
Seemed like a good idea at the time. What's your impression of the Alien War experience?
We were, quite frankly, already afraid by the time we got about 5 feet in.
Over here. Come on, move. Sergeant, shut that hatch.
The mariner was terrific. We had to do everything he said.
It definitely wasn't like any job I'd ever done before.
It's the fact they don't know where they're going to come from. It's suspense, it's thrill, and it's danger.
I'm carrying a great big pulse rifle. Then I've got aliens jumping out of me. And I'm getting paid to do this.
Welcome to Alien War Tours. In a few moments you will be taken on a tour through the complex where you can see the life cycle of the alien.
I was an actress in London and I heard through the grapevine about this Alien War experience.
The aliens are losing the base. I've only got 20 minutes to get you to safety.
One of the reasons why I got the job is because I looked a bit like Vasquez from Aliens. I put that headband on and then everyone thought I was Vasquez.
Vasquez.
Then everyone called me Vasquez.
What is the alien? Is it a guy in a suit? Is it robotics? I'm not saying, but when that thing comes out of the darkness and attacks and that movie opens fire, your blood will be pumping.
Alien War was way before you had all the escape rooms. So when people went there, I'm not too sure they knew exactly what they were in for.
Hey, move it up, nigga! Move it up! Come on, quick!
We would have people screaming, crying, hyperventilating, but they loved it just as much as we did.
I got grabbed by an alien. It was the most terrifying thing that's ever happened to me. I'm still shaking. Real panic. It's just sort of...
The alien creatures really scare the living shit. Sorry.
You don't get a gun, it's not like Quasar, it's totally different to anything I've ever done before.
It's not quasars, it's not lasers, it's not virtual reality. This is total reality.
People couldn't get their heads around what they were actually going to experience. So if we were ever, giving an interview to TV or to press, I would always just wait for that line to be said.
Total reality, total reality, total reality.
Yes, this is total reality.
That's not virtual reality, that's total reality.
So total reality was a completely made up term to promote the event, and promotion was key to Alien War in order for it to work.
You need to come slightly this way. No, you stay where you are. You go slightly.
We did a lot of promotion material, there was loads of photos being taken, and we almost got arrested. So we were standing with the pulse rifles and someone called the police. We sort of showed them the gun and said they're not real guns, they're just prop guns from the film Aliens. So instead of arresting us, they posed with us for this photograph and everything, and it was just good fun.
You never knew who was going to turn up. From your average Joe to even the Prime Minister.
We had all kinds of different people, so Prince Harry and William, Brian May from Queen,
I remember once we had an American girl coming in, and I didn't know who she was until Gary started chatting to her, and it turned out that it was Carrie Henn, who played Newt in Aliens.
And whenever one of these people were going to go through, all of a sudden there were like loads of aliens. There were more aliens than ever before, like popping up from everywhere, scaring them extra much.
It did show us the level of popularity that Alien War had actually gained from all the hard work.
People kept coming back and back again.
I mean, we've had people come back 140 times.
Guys are weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really good sort of drug for them. They love it.
It's something different. It's happening here in Britain for a change, right? Instead of the Americans, we're doing it first.
This had grown to a proper business. You know, we had a gift shop selling all kinds of Alien War merchandise. And for the actual attraction, those were always a constant line of people waiting to go in. The first year alone, I think we sold around 200,000 tickets.
For the people that came there, for them it was like entering the world of aliens. For us, we could do it maybe 15 times a day, and it was really exhausting.
Female.
But being a Marine and being in this kind of high tension drama the whole time, it was a dream come true. It really was.
I mean, all the people that came through there that made our life fantastic, because we were just there to scare the hell out of them. And we loved it.
Another key element to, I think, to its success was that when people exited into the mall itself, there was people queuing to go in so they could see the fear and terror and the screams from people who have just come out, and they're thinking, we're just about to go in.
So we had people, groups of people running out at such speed. Our lost and found department, we had so much stuff. We'd find people's expensive watches, their wallets.
Believe it or not, underwear had gone missing in there as well. People had lost that.
I even found somebody's sock. How someone lost a sock without losing their shoe, I have no idea.
Most of the work should be done by people's imagination and the sound. It plays a massive part in it.
One of the really great special effects in Alien War is the sound fire system by which the special rifles operate. And when you point it at special points in the ceiling or wall, it's picked up by sensors there, which operate a computer chip that set off the sound system, like this.
So the sound system was a massive part of this.
But of course, like with all new technology, sometimes it does go down. Then we couldn't use the pulse rifles, so we had to use blank firing pistols. And they were a loud crack.
Watch out, fire!
Gut-wrenchingly loud. That was the blank fires. So, yeah.
What frightens people the most? Dark rooms and closed spaces. Yeah, on top of that, you've got that hideous creature, 7 foot, coming at you.
One of the aliens came and grabbed the woman, but she screamed. It was so scary.
My favourite scare out of the entire Alien War experience is the lift. So people get into an enclosed space. The door closes. And then boom. You don't expect it to happen.
We got into this lift at the end, and this girl got grabbed out by an alien. Real life, you know, it's absolutely amazing.
It was really based on the scene where Ripley and Hicks gets into the lift in Aliens, and he presses the button and the door doesn't close. He presses it again, and as it's closing, the alien comes in and he shoots it. Obviously, we weren't having, a paid member of the public being taken out of the lift, but it's somebody we called the plant that has joined the group, unseen by everyone else in the dark, bit of sleight of hand. And that's the one sequence that everyone loves to talk about.
When there is a person dragged out of the elevator, the dark elevator, that's pretty scary. Maybe I shouldn't say. I'm not supposed to give it away. Anyway, that was pretty scary, I thought.
People that talked about how frightened they were going through, and they would tell their friends, and they would tell their friends. It wasn't until people went through themselves that they could experience the full extent of what we did with it.
There really was nothing quite like Alien War. And there still isn't.
All right, now listen. We're now in an emergency situation. These creatures have broken loose from their containment. If you want to live, come with us. Sergeant, you got the thing back there. Search clear. Keep checking the ceiling.
Oh, I'm so shattered.
John and I, we'd done it. A successful business right in the heart of London.
Alien War Tours rated London's #1 tourist attraction.
But as successful as it was, it did come to an end.
After a little over 2 years in operation, and at the top of its game, tragedy struck Alien War.
Gary and I, after having done Alien War for quite a while at that point, had moved on to other projects. We always thought we'd love to come back and revisit this at some point. And one of the other businesses had flooded, which then flooded the set of Alien War, which then closed the doors on it.
Yeah, it was just heartbreaking. And that flood ended everyone's jobs at Alien War.
In 1996, Alien War was permanently closed.
It's been 30-odd years since Alien War closed, and still people ask about it. It's still fresh in people's minds.
It did something which had never been done before to that sort of scale, and I think the world will be a better place with another one.
I've never had a job like Alien War, and I've never had a job like that since. Nothing compares to it.
It was just a whole change in my life. It was hard work, but everybody there had their heart in it. Even now, when I'm past the Trocadero, I glance over it. My heart sinks a little bit that it's not still there. I can almost hear all the screams coming out of the ground.